back to my channel. It's Rene Marcus. Thank you so very much for tuning in, and if you're new to my channel, please do me that favor and press that subscribe button. Don't forget to like, share and subscribe. Guys, I try not to wear my glasses, but I think I'm going to need it because I might be looking at my notes, so it's just best for me to wear it now. So today I'll be talking about, well, or is it me educating Gambian youths and Gambian parents, because I think it's about time that us, the Gambian YouTubers, to come out and actually address this issue and give out advice as much as we can, because I think this is very important. And the fact that this issue, I feel like it's just been shoved under the carpet and no one is talking about it, is actually hurting me. I should have actually done this video a long time ago, but I just wanted to do my research, find out more about it before I actually sit and talk about it, because as you already know, Rene Marcus like to give out accurate, legit information. So that was the reason why I took my time to actually do this, because previously, I think a couple of weeks ago, there was a whole row about Kwesi in the Gambia marrying more than one wives, and this whole craziness going on in the Gambia that which shouldn't basically take place, and others were doing the investigation to know whether this is true or not. So I'm just basically gonna be talking about this whole marriage issue in the Gambia or within West Africa. The thing that people just believe that coming to Africa or West Africa, or should I say Gambia, or it's a Muslim country, you can get married to more than one wife. You guys are getting it all wrong, and the parents that are actually pushing their kids to get married to a man that already has one wife or more than one wife, it's wrong. It's absolutely wrong. That's how I see it, is wrong. And I'll also tell you guys my own opinion regarding this. I'm not only saying this because I'm a female, but I'm saying this based on my knowledge in why Muslim men should actually get married to more than one wife. So before I go any further, I've actually got someone else on this video, but their face is not going to be showing, it's just their voice. So he does have a lot of knowledge when it comes to like why men should get married to more than one wife, and the reason being because you can have different reasons. It doesn't just have to be, oh, I just want to get another wife. So I'm just gonna let him basically introduce himself.
I don't want to give my name, but I'm really happy to be here. I'm gonna try my best to try to please a lot of people, not everyone, but to try and please a lot of people, because this is a very big issue you bring, and it's not a small thing. And what I believe, if this was like another 2 or 3 people for us to debate it, is better than only me, because I know some people are gonna be upset, some people gonna, some people gonna be happy. So, like I said, I will not able to please everyone, but I'm gonna try my best for people to try and understand me, and I will try and explain it in a very polite way for people not to take it in a wrong way.
Okay, all I have to say is that this thing has nothing to do with pleasing, because I'm the kind of person, what I have to say, I'll say it out there and educate people, whether you like it or not. I'm not here to please anyone. So please don't feel like, oh, you're going to upset some people, because at the end of the day, you can never please everyone.
Yeah, but what I mean for that, the fact heard. So that's why I'm trying to make it bit understandable, and I don't want to go like in a very harsh way. So, because I know you should, a lot of people watch it and all that, so I don't want to make people upset, and especially to keep sending message and keep talking about negative things. So I'm trying to avoid that as well.
Okay, that's fine. I understand and I respect your opinion. So in regards to, before we talk about this whole marrying more than one wife in the Gambia, I'm gonna start off with sex tourism, because I think it kind of connects. it does have a lot to do with it, because most of these girls in the streets are doing this because they want to get married, and they don't actually, most of them don't care whether they're actually second or third or fourth wife. They would just get into it. And we do understand that sometimes it's actually due to white poverty. That's why a lot of these young girls go in the streets to basically do unacceptable things, inappropriate things. So tourism, it is a good thing when it comes to the economy. We all know that, as it actually contributes over 20% in the country's GDP. But the thing is, it does have its own positive and also negative aspect. So when it comes to the negative side, I'm going to focus on more. Well, not more, but I'm going to talk about the disadvantage of tourism in a country, which tourism happens everywhere. It's not just the Gambia. We do accept that sex tourism does happen in the Gambia, because wherever you see tourism, there will be sex tourism, because people go to that specific destination for different purposes, for religion, education, visit family, tourist attraction, for food, for bird watching, basically a lot of things. So when you hear tourism, it basically folds a lot. So if you want to unfold it, don't just focus on one specific thing. And I feel like a lot of people going to the Gambia, or when people hear about the word, the country Gambia, the first thing that they actually think about or say it's, oh, sex tourism is huge. Like I always say, Gambia, it's so small that it doesn't even fit to be the eye of Africa. So when people keep saying Gambia is known for sex tourism, or is the biggest sex tourism destination in Africa, I'm saying you are lying straight away, and I don't care if it hurts someone or not. So when it comes to the negativity in regards to sex tourism or tourism in general, it comes with drugs. It comes with sex, tourism, it comes with child trafficking. These are the disadvantages when it comes to tourism. And when it comes to the positive side, it brings revenue, brings money in a country. And it brings, when I say it brings money, it basically brings employment as well. And it brings a lot of employment, which means that because guests are coming constantly in that country. And Gambia is now all year round tourism, which is good and bad, because at the end of the day, the sex tourism will be something that people will still focus on. And the thing is with girls, most of these girls in the Gambia, or most of these girls that get into sex tourism, don't want to work. They rather have the free money, which even if you're doing sex tourism, you're still a worker. You're basically using your own body to work. To basically abuse your own body, which is not right. So what do you have to say in regards to the sex tourism thing that I've just mentioned?
Yeah, I heard a lot of people keep talking about it on YouTube. The media keep talking about it, and at times even I saw a lady. I don't know whether she's from South Africa or Kenya. I don't know. But she's a journalist, and she was interviewing the people of Gambia, and it was near Senegambia, and all of them, they was talking about their own opinion, and even I think some of one guy, he worked at the Minister of Tourism,
yeah,
but I don't know his name, and I didn't even catch up the post he have, but a lot of people against prostitute. For me, I will never against that.
Okay.
Yeah, and I have my reason, because anywhere I go in this world, I travel a lot different countries. Yeah, like especially like in Europe. If you are a truck driver, that's the time you will know prostitute is rampant in Europe and in America.
Okay.
And if you go in another country in Africa, it's rampant as well. But Gambia is about 2 million population, is too small, and even if you have 100 prostitutes, it's gonna be look like it's millions, and people take it in the wrong way. And I can tell you, our tourism is not a huge area. You call Senegambia, and everybody will know that's the area if you wanna enjoy yourself, and that's the area we call the place to enjoy. Like you said in America, like Hollywood, you keep saying, where the people go for boxing and the casino or the gambling area. If you go there, you see the lights, you see how it's big, the lights and everything. And if you go there or if you watch the movies and they show you that, you're gonna think America is all about that, and it's not that. It's only that portion they show you, and that's it. It's not
Yeah.
everywhere. It's like that. Senegambia is like that. It's a small area. It's just, I can say 150 meters long.
Okay.
Yeah, 150 meters long.
Yeah.
Not more than that. And he have a name because you have Kairaba Hotel, you have Senegambias, and you have a lot of restaurants. And they start building.
That's where the wildlife
yes,
is
yes,
basically.
yes.
Yeah.
And if you go there, you will see, for example, 15 girls or 20 or 40 girls hang around with white people. I will say it directly, or with black Americans, or with the tourists, black tourists. Anyway, I can call it that way. And if you see that, having kids or doing something like romantic things, you're gonna know straight away. Oh, this young girl don't have to go with this guy, whether he's a black or white. You're gonna against it straight away. Yeah, but you don't know what is behind that. One day I went in Senegambia, and I normally go. I forget the name of the restaurant. They play music, and they have stars. Yes, stars, and they have very nice food. I like their food anyway. Not the coffee, but the food. I like it, and their cold drinks. I was sitting there having the food, and I was having a drink as well, and I was with a friend. I know that lady for a long period. I didn't invite her, but she was there to enjoy herself, and we was chatting, and we start talking about life, and I asked her whether she's married. She said to me no. I said why? She said she want to be married, but she always have disappointment. They keep telling her very sweet things, and they make her to believe, and at the end, if they get what they want, they disappoint her. I was not able to say a word, but
when you say, sorry, I'm just going to cut you off, sorry. When you say she kept having disappointments, is this Gambian men or tourists?
No, Gambian. I'm talking about this lady. She's not a prostitute. She's a good lady. She's she's good, and I know her well, and I know her family as well. And she said to me, she keep having disappointment. I told her, what about to keep yourself without, go deep if a guy come to you? She said, yeah, she tried. And the guy, went to the family and said she want to marry the lady. She want to marry my friend. And my friend introduced the family, all the family to the. He introduced the guy to the family, and she was so happy. And we have a prize to give first. Like if you are going to greet the family, you take a caller with
bride prize,
yes, and elderly people, just to say that I want your daughter, something like that, and the guy did that. So now the guy keeps saying, now I believe you're going to trust me. So if I come up to this level, what's left? I will not take the elderly and,
get them involved,
and this will not happen. And the guy was, showing her respect, and he have a respect, and he is a responsibility person, and he's well known. And it's true, he's well known. He have his business and all that. And he travel a lot.
Yeah.
And what's happened? She went and explained to the friends as well. The friends said, oh, if it's me, I'm going to do it. Because you don't do it, you're going to lose it. The girl's going to check, they're going to take him if you don't go for it. Sorry, she did what the guy wanted. What's happened next? Everything that's happened. Every time. And She said if she want to refuse, she said, what's the point you refuse? I test you and I know you. So what's the point you refuse? They did that till one day the lady insists and said, listen, you went deep and my family keep asking up to now and they see you coming in my place. So they want to know whether you are still up to that, you're going to marry me or you will not. No answer, and the guy never returned back there. Do you know what's happened?
No.
She realized she was pregnant. But she didn't believe it because of the symptom she was having, and then she went to the hospital to check private, and she paid money, her own money, and they checked her and said yes. She was 6 months pregnant.
What?
6 months. And she didn't know that. That night, you know, our enjoyment spoiled. We end up sitting in my car chatting about it because of the noise of the music. And she was crying. She went to the guy and explained to the guy make her pregnant. The guy denied it. And that was a big shame.
It will be in Gambia, in Africa.
And it's a Gambian guy and a Gambian lady. Yeah? He refused. He went to the parents and explained to the parents. The guy make her pregnant, and now the guy refused. And the guy stepped out of the love. They went to see the guy. The guy said, no, it's not him. They will not accept it. They asked him why. What is his reason? He said he was not believing the lady because he believed the lady was having another boyfriend, and the boyfriend was doing it, and he was doing it too. They asked for DNA. He said, no, he don't have time for that. He's a businessman and he don't have time for that. And the guy have money. He have nice houses, not one, nice houses, lot of cars, he fly, he have good business. But I will not mention his name because I'm not here to do that. But what the lady keep doing now to feed
the child.
Yeah. You know, she have to do at times this kind of things.
Prostitution.
Yeah. And she feels shame to do it. She feels shame to do it and she don't want to do it. But how to feel? Because the family said, what the family told her, oh, you think you're going to fool us. You want to go with this guy and you want us to trust this guy for this guy to come in the compound, in the house, and feel free and for us to believe this is your future husband. Whilst you was having affair with this guy, you was going out with this guy every time, and you was having sex every time. So, you know, it was not all about that, because they don't know what was behind the scene. What was behind the scene was serious things was going on. The lady was believing she was doing her part, because a lot of people fooled her before, and she said she's going to bring a new strategy, and that new strategy bring this kind of life for her. Yeah. And you know, we chat about it, and we said, okay, we're gonna have another chat. And she came to my place one fine day, and people were sitting there. I was having two ladies sitting with us as well, so she was the third one. And she was explaining her problem. And another lady who was there was trying to explain and said, you are crying, but for me, one day, that lady said, I don't want to mention any name of
It's all right, yeah.
That lady said, all right, I can tell you this. One day I sit and count how many guys fool me in the Gambia. I said, don't tell me 20 or 50. She said no, she was trying, and what's left for her to hit 1,000 is a bit. 1,000 guys. Because she was trying to count, and at the end she was doing mistakes. She have to write it and keep thinking about. We was there more than 3 hours. She was trying to think about who and who and who. I'm telling you, even the old people, You don't even expect they're going to do that to our sisters or our daughters. They do those kind of things as well. So if those people keep confused and discouraged and then go for that life and say, because what that lady was trying to explain, she was trying to explain to the lady who now start to be prostitute. She was telling her, you don't have to feel upset or shame for that. I'm trying to tell you, nearly 1,000 people sleep with me.
1,000 men.
1,000 years men sleep with me, and even I don't have nothing from them. Now, if anyone have to sleep with you, gonna pay you. You're gonna enjoy it, but you're gonna have pay, and you will know no one gonna fool you because they're gonna pay you before you sleep with someone. Sit and think about it. People don't have to keep negative things. Sorry, people they don't think the negative thing. They just keep saying why these people are doing this. These people are bad. So, they don't know. They have to dig and get understanding why these people are doing this. Yeah. So for me, I will not sit. From the day I learn and thus educate me, and I said I will not sit and against no one. And I'm sorry, I'm not used to this. I'm trying to talk about, I do a lot of mistakes because I'm not really comfortable, and
no, it's okay.
Yeah. So, but sorry for all the mistakes as well.
No, it's okay.
So for me, if I see them, I always stand and chat with them. I keep saying to them, sister, be careful. I don't want to know your reason because I don't want to stand there and cry or feel it. I always say, take care and be careful. Yeah. One day I was having a drink in Star, and one lady came to me and said she want to have a drink. I gave her a drink. She said whether I can buy food. I bought food for her.
You're kind. I wouldn't do that.
No, but I take them as my sister. Even the Gambian Brothers, I do.
Yeah.
If they are hungry, maybe they're there maybe in the afternoon till evening, like 2 o'clock or 1 o'clock. Maybe they don't eat, they don't drink, and they want something. They are there to hustle. Some of them are very kind, very peaceful. They are not there to do any violence.
Oh no, not like the peaceful ones or the ones that just need help. But I'm talking about the night workers and stuff like that.
Yeah, no, that's what I'm trying to explain to you. So, and then the chat began, and she was asking me whether I want, lady to go with. I said no. I'm not here for that. I just want to sit and enjoy and have a drink.
Yeah.
So she said, yeah, because I saw you coming here every time sitting. Okay. I said, yeah. And then we start chatting, and I asked her why she's doing this. You understand? Similar like what that lady was telling me, the same. She have boyfriends, and she start counting. And that start going for long, like 60 to 70. I said, woo. I said, no, let's forget, because I don't want to go deeper and deeper. I don't want to know her private life. Yeah. I don't want to go deep. It was just a chat, I was thinking we're going to have a verbal chat like that, not deeply. And she said to me, I have sex with all of them. And I never beg for them to help me for anything. I never ask for money. And I'm suffer. I don't have money to eat. I don't have a job. I don't have the education I need because of my parents. They can afford it, And even at times, I have to put food on the table for my parents. And now I'm doing it and get money. And she was trying to tell me, the time she started, I think it was about 4 years, and she didn't even sleep with 20 guys. And what she did for her parents, they really appreciate it. They don't know what she's doing, but they really appreciate it. Now all of them, they depend on her. I'm talking about less than 20 guys, and she's a prostitute. Less than 20 guys. And if you see her daytime, and she walk at the street and you stop her, she will never stop. You are a man and you try, You try her, she will not stop. But going there at Senegambia, she can recognize the tourists, whether you are black or white. She recognized them. I don't know how they know that, but she recognized them. She can, talk to them, and if they stop her, she stop, or she even try to stop them to talk to them. But not all of them come for that. But 20 people, and life changed. And she was counting for me 70 people, and her life was really bad. Come on, Rene. I know a lot of people. I heard it on YouTube. People are against it. People don't have a feeling. People, for example, Rene, what I want to tell you now. For example, I have 20,000 pounds in my account, in my savings. I'm not talking about the one I'm spending. 20,000 pounds, and 20,000 pounds is 1 million plus in the Gambia. I put it in my account. I have a nice home. I have a nice business. I have a nice car. I have a nice family. My family, they don't need nothing because I provide everything for them. And my saving is healthy as well. And I saw my sisters on the street. They don't have nothing. Before they go to the street, what about for me to offer them something with my 20,000 pounds to try and establish something and give it to them for them to have a job without going for prostitutes, to do prostitute? What about to do that?
Absolutely.
Instead of standing there and against them.
Yeah.
Or if you believe you are a sister, you are for example, black British, black American, or black Gambian, whatever you call yourself, the same color, and they are doing that. What about to go there and try and speak to them and know their problem and try to bring them, take them out of that life?
But then again, I have interviewed some Gambians on the phone, and they have said if you try to approach these ladies and try to advise them or try to talk to them about the reason why they chose that path, most of them would actually insult you.
Yes, because I don't against that, because I'm gonna agree with that, because how people against them these days is too much. It's too much.
Okay.
For example, people gonna try to approach the prostitute and ask them why they are doing that, but some proper ladies, some of them they married 6 times. Some of them married 4 times. Some of them married 3 times. Some of them married only once.
Some married even 10 times.
10 times, yeah.
Or more.
And
Yeah.
I never heard people say they're going to go and interview them and ask them what is the problem. Is it the problem of the guys? Or is it our problem?
Yeah, that's true actually. Yeah.
So those people are doing something to put food on their table. If you want to approach them, it's a way, and you have to give them respect as well. For me, I give them respect. I will never against them.
So, sir, are you trying to say that you're promoting or encouraging sex tourism?
Never in my life. Never in my life. Never in my life. Because I'm going to tell you this. My friend, the one I first tell you, she was explaining to me, the guy who, went to his to her family and give kola nut and with the elderly and all that. Sitting in my car, we left the restaurant and then went in my car. She was we there, and she was talking about it, and she was crying. Do you know why she was crying? Because now she's a prostitute.
Yes,
Do you think that lady, if you go, you run it, and you want to interview that lady, do you think she's going to talk to you in a polite way? She was crying. I didn't ask her. She was trying to explain it to me, and she was crying. That was the anger and the shame, and for her to bring it, it was not easy for her.
I understand.
You understand? This is not something for people to promote or for people to say what they are doing is a good thing. It's a bad thing. But what's make them to do that is the point. You have a job. You have a good education. Is that But think about if you was in their shoes. You don't have the education you want. You don't have a strong family who support you. And you want to be like your friends. You have a brother or you have a sister. Don't even have food to eat. Who gonna provide it for you? Who gonna provide it for your brother? Or who gonna provide it for your mom or your dad?
Okay.
Some in the Gambia, you see some people. They are normal. They are not sick. They are strong enough, and they they stood at the street begging people to give them money.
Even here.
No, let's talking about Gambia, because they bring the issue of Gambia prostitute.
Yeah.
I'm trying to bring to you a proper man, strong man, standing at the street begging, because that person didn't go to school and that person didn't have a job. Like, people do apprenticeship since they are young. Some parents are smart. They don't have education. They don't have money, but they will take their kids, 8 years boy, and put them to be a mechanic.
Yeah.
For apprenticeship. Yeah. Some people, they're against that, but that parents didn't have money to sponsor his kid or their kid to go to school. But they can take their kids and go to the garage and ask for a help to train that little boy who have 8 years, and that boy will become the master of that garage, or he will open another garage and be the master of that garage without having education. But he been trained to fix machine, to fix engines.
True.
Yeah, but some parents, they don't put their kids for that. They're gonna take them, go and do like a hustling field, like go and lift these things and put it down there. Maybe you lift 10 and put it in another side. They give you, each of them, they give you $1. $1 is how much? Maybe 10p or
basically laboring
7p.
job.
Laboring job.
Yeah.
A 10 years old or 12 years old do those kind of job. Or you go to the market, you see them lifting box of fish or box of tomatoes or box of potatoes, and they don't have the power to do that. But since they was young, they was doing that. Till they have maybe 20 or 30. And now they start having muscle problems or bones problems or back problems. You see them at the street standing, begging. You say, oh, this healthy guy, why he's standing there begging?
That's true. Never thought of it.
But you don't know behind that.
That's true.
Your government, the Gambian government, whether they support the kids who don't have even money to go to school, or finance to finance their, like parents don't have money to finance their kids.
Yeah.
Whether the government, your government help them? No. Whether we have those kind of strategy? No. Whether we have social worker in the Gambia? No. Before, against the prostitute, we have to establish all those methods for them not to involve, for our kids and our young sisters not to involve in this kind of marketing. Before we turn around and against them. Anyone who against them, you can ask them, anyone who against them, what they did for Gambia, not for that to be happen. Any Gambian who against them, what they did to their sisters or for their brothers, not for those things to be happen. Come on, Rene. I'm in England. All what I'm doing, I'm sending money to build a nice house, to have a nice car, to have a better life. I don't help no one. Only my family. The other families suffer, I don't care. I care less about that. And all the Gambians, or the 3/4 of the Gambians, are doing that.
The same.
Any people who against those people who do prostitute or standing on the street and beg, what they did for them, not for do that. For them not to do it. What they do?
Nothing.
That's my question. So, not to against them. I don't against none of them. And I don't promote poverty, and I don't promote prostitute as well. I don't promote them. I against them, but I can't go deeper and against what they are doing. If I can sit with our government and bring all these subjects and ask them what they can help, and they bring everything on the table and start helping, and we see people are still doing that, that's the time we can against, because of the government are supporting them. or we, the Gambians who live in Europe or who live in America or in another countries, Asia or whatever, we come together and try to help our brothers and sisters. We are earning more than them. Yeah? Even if our government don't step in, we can come and step in and do something for them. But we keep working so hard and keep thinking about ourselves and our families, but without the poor people who suffer and then go for the wrong line. We don't support them. We don't try to take them out.
But we talk.
But we talk. And that's not fair. If you cannot help, leave them doing what they are doing. If you're ready to help and you are helping and everybody put their hand on it and we see people keep going on the ground and try to do dirty things, that's the time we can stand and talk and against, because we are doing something for them. It's that I believe. Rene, I think we can proceed and then go for another one, because if I want to keep going, this will not be finished.
Thank you so much, sir, for that great information that you've just provided. So now we would have to proceed to why African men like to marry more than one wife. So this is going to be a part 1, and then we're going to have a part 2 in regards to why African men actually decide to get married to more than one wife. So please make sure that you click onto the next video to watch the continuous video, to watch the next video. Thank you.